the radio off, right?
So CJ, kind of give us a little bit of a background of how you got started.
Start like at the beginning. Let's see. Well,
CJ interview, take 2.
I pretty much grew up here. I was probably 22 when I first moved here, so having to deal with real situations, this is the place I did it in. I used to live right here in that top corner of that inside there, on the top. Everybody thinks that I'm from California, so all I like is warm weather, but I actually enjoy the change of seasons. To me, what's so cool about being in Chicago is no matter what the weather is, people work. They figure a way to make money, they're hustling, they're out there, they don't let the weather stop them. They know how to survive, and that's something that I think is big about Chicago, is people here know how to survive. Assuming you guys want to park around here? All right, let's go over here.
Is it the heart of Chicago? Is it the heart of downtown?
It is probably the touristy part of Chicago, yeah, I guess, because that's what they have the Millennium Park. It's an attraction for everybody to come to. This is the amphitheater that they have, and they have all kinds of little concerts, orchestras. When we had babies, we would sit on the lawn and have wine and cheese and just kind of hang out, let the kids run around. But yeah, this is probably the biggest focal point for tourists to come to Chicago. It's beautiful. They take care of this place really well, and the kids now from all different communities come down here and try to hang out in these areas, which has been great. Growing up in Hayward and coming to Chicago and making it, is that reason why I want to give back? I think when I was in college and playing soccer, and you think about, man, you might have an opportunity to go pro, and you watch when you're a kid and you watch all these NBA stars and football stars, and you always wonder, like, what are they doing? Where'd they come from? And then what are they doing for the areas that they came from? When I became a professional soccer player, I said to myself, I'm gonna do what I can. I may not have a whole lot of money, but I'm gonna try to give back. And I don't know how giving back is. Is it me just going out and playing soccer with kids? Right. Or is it me now, and this is what I do know, and I probably should have done this before, a lot earlier. People keep saying, you have a name, use it. I'm like, okay, so I'm a shy guy. Yeah. I'm not a guy that likes to use my name to do stuff, but everybody tells me to do it, so I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna use my name. I know soccer. I love to work with kids, and Chicago is one of the best places to do this. Donald is extremely important to the C.J. Brown Foundation because his knowledge of foundations, he was the first person that I thought about. I want to build this right the first time, and I want it to be 100% legit. When you bring him along, people want to be a part of it.
Donald interview, take 1.
My first impression of CJ was very favorable, very positive. I was really impressed with CJ's ability to not just be an athlete, but be a legendary athlete when it comes to actually developing community programming and the like.
Our first after-school program was started from Donald's connection with Big Shoulders Fund. They run enrichment programs throughout Chicago schools, and they let us work in Holy Angels. LaShante is amazing. She's great with the kids.
LaShante interview, take 1.
My name is LaShante Gordon, and the kids know me as Miss Shante. I am the Director of Marketing, Enrollment, and Operations for Holy Angels Catholic School. The C.J. Brown Foundation was introduced to me through an email. Once I read what the C.J. Brown Foundation was, wanted to do with the school, wanted to partner with the school, I went and looked the C.J. Brown Foundation up, and that email led into a meet and greet. We all sat down, myself, C.J., also one of his coaches, and we really just had a authentic, transparent conversation. They wanted to be a part of a legacy, a part of our school, a part of our neighborhood, and a part of our community.
Our first program at Holy Angels started at ages 9 to 13. 3rd grade to probably 8th grade. We have partnered with Tracy Campbell. She wrote a book and a lesson plan called Champs Within. CHAMP stands for character, happiness, attitude, mentality, and purpose. We try to do 20 to 30 minutes right now of character building.
What does attitude mean to you in relation to that work? Because what's a champ?
Showing how each one, character or happiness, how they use that outside of school and in their normal life, and how that compares to what it would look like in sport, which is soccer for us.
Does everybody have a ball?
I searched around for coaches to help me, one, train the kids, but looking for a coach to really take charge and run the program. The coaching staff is led by Jesse Rosen, who is the head coach at Malcolm X College here in Chicago. He has the student athletes there coaching the young kids in the schools.
Coach Jesse interview, take one.
My name is Jesse Rosen. I am the head men's soccer coach at Malcolm X College here in the city of Chicago. Me being from the central city of Milwaukee, I grew up with a lot of kids that didn't have a lot of opportunity, but we had a lot of good coaches and mentors. Jimmy Banks, one of the first African-American players on the national team. He's from my part of town, so that was inspiring. You want to give your best effort when you go out every day and try your best. What I would hope is that some of the kids that we're working with here maybe will someday end up like some of the players I've worked with that are now coaching, and that want to give back and also see the different opportunities that are available to them. And in particular, two of the coaches that you'll meet today, they're from back of the yards.
Eduardo Enrico interview, take one.
Hi, my name is Eduardo. I graduated from Malcolm X Community College. I'm from back of the yards, Chicago, Illinois, Southside Chicago.
My name is Rigoberto. I am 20 years old. I am from Chicago, Illinois. I'm from the south side of Chicago in a neighborhood called Back of the Yards.
My first initial thought was, I never coached before, you get me? It's something I thought of doing, but I never really found myself getting out there and getting the opportunity.
But I've always liked the idea about being a coach, like passing on my knowledge to others, like how other people would to me. The one thing that I focus is on the kids. Like, I'd be like, oh, it's Tuesday, I'm gonna go see my kids. That's what I call them. It's like, it makes my day, like they make my day and I make their day, because they'd be like, oh, who's your favorite coach? And they'd be like, Coach Rigo, Coach Rigo. Like, it just shows like the connection that I got with them.
What I like about it is how they come to the school to, help us and teach us how to play soccer, and just teaching us some drills and skills to get good.
You just gotta put all your energy into these kids, you get me? And I feel like the only thing I really focus on when it comes to coaching the kids is just trying to get them to have a good time.
Soccer is a sport where it's not just all you need to do this, do that. You can pretty much do whatever you want and still have fun at the game.
The best part would probably be just how invested they've become. They don't know what they want to be yet, you get me? Like, now we've unlocked a new type of thing that they could easily just be like, oh, I had so much fun, I want to become a soccer player.
What I want to be when I grow up is I want to be a soccer player, and then I want to be a marketing manager.
Watching Hispanic kids that love the game teach young Black kids to play the game is pretty much what the foundation is all about. We're trying to unite different cultures and communities.
So the community can support the C.J. Brown Foundation in many ways, not just by providing resources. And involvement from the community is important to nonprofit organizations. Funding, board members, public relations and marketing, accounting, legal aspects of things. These are all things that the community can bind together to actually help create an environment for the C.J. Brown Foundation, not just to thrive, but to survive and be sustainable.
I haven't truly gone out and said, please, can you help me? Right now it's just leaning on people that I know. I mean, I would love to have money now. I would love to have as much money as I possibly can now to just give to these kids and these families. And that's the question. I got to figure out what's different about me and what that's going to be different about the C.J. Brown Foundation. The only thing I can say that's different is C.J. Brown actually doing it, and everything's going towards these kids.